Walang mapait na kape at nakakainip na araw sa Keroppi Podcast. Alright, another episode of Keroppi's Podcast. Welcome guys, welcome everyone, girls, guys, and everyone else. You're welcome to my podcast. And for today's episode, right now, March 2023, we are celebrating International Women's Month, and we will be for this episode we will be dedicating that this episode to that celebration. And there's a perfect let's just say example for this one, because recently there's a celebrity, she's a woman, which she make some noise just this month. So Lisa Soberano, a celebrity here in the Philippines, ay recently lang nagpalabas ng video. Actually, mga around first week of this month yata yon, or late February. Basta nagpalabas siya ng video, and she's saying na the video is about changing the direction of her career, from one management to another or something like that. And then she's also saying na she will be parang she is, anong tawag nun? Parang she's saying na expect a different version of herself moving forward, parang ganon. And she even asked everyone if they will forget or parang change na, because she will be using her real name from Lisa to Hope. So right now she's Hope Soberano, but there's still a transition. So in some articles or sa mga news sites, she's tagged Lisa/Hope, parang ganon. So there's still a transition for that one. But anyway, ang pinaka what do we call this? Parang issue in a sense na parang sa mga society, on how sa mga society, parang dami nun ang issue talaga doon sa pag when she introduced herself again to the society, was yung the way she said it, siguro parang yun yung parang negative na pagtanggap ng society. It's because parang nangyari is that parang hindi siya grateful sa kanyang previous management, parang ganun. And then so I watched her video, and then I saw right there na parang she narrated why she was not so active recently, ganun, and what yung mga activities niya prior to, I mean during those days or times na hindi siya ganun ka-active, and then what she learned during the COVID or during the pandemic, and then ano pa ba, and then at the same time parang yun nga, because of what she discovered on her own during those times, parang there was a gap na there's a chance for her to thought yung mga bagay-bagay sa kanyang buhay. Parang mayroon siyang realization na for how many years, for more than a decade yata, or 17, I forgot the exact years, pero parang more than a decade of working sa kanyang industry, sa showbiz. Parang na-realize niya na she's been within the same circle na kanyang mga ginagampanan, parang ganun. Parang nafe-feel niya na wala na siyang growth, wala na siyang ganun. But also on that video, sinabi din niya na she's grateful, she's thankful for what the previous management provided, and then help her ganyan sa mga bagay-bagay sa kanyang success. It's just that na parang this time she wants to own it again. She wants to own her career now that she's 25 years old. And then, but of course, she's still she still has a new management, no? It's just that the new management is more like parang siguro yung enticing kineso nung new management niya is parang you have to decide, pare ikaw na yung magde-decide kung ano yung gusto mo, and then we will just support you. Which is siguro different from her previous management na parang this is what we want you to do this and that. Diba? Parang there's a difference. And then nakita niya after siguro sa pandemic, yung mga na-realize niya doon na parang, she wants to live her life na. I think enough na yung mga years na, anong tawag nun? Enough na yung years na hindi siya, nasunod-sunuran lang siya, di ba? Based on rules, ganyan-ganyan, sa mga, kasi may mga ganitong contract, mga ganyan, meron kang mga ganitong may mga sponsored na ganito dapat yung image mo, ganyan-ganyan. Which is, of course, parang naiintindihan naman natin yun, di ba? Kung meron kang contract, kung as a celebrity, parang celebrity tayo, no? Na may alam. Pero, yeah, parang it's very common naman, especially now na may mga social media influencers na that's what they are also doing, right? Parang, meron akong napanood na vlog ni, sino pa nga yun yung kasama ni Mimi Yu? Yung chinito. I forgot his name. Pero na-mention niya na parang there's also a time on his life na nag-ano siya, parang napagtanto din niya mga bagay-bagay, and he was in Hawaii, parang ganun, parang doon yata siya doon. Parang nagkaroon siya ng parang depression and stuff like that. Siguro because ganun, parang nape-pressure siya and all of that. Parang hindi na siya comfortable sa kanyang ginagawa. Pero of course, continue pa rin yung life niya. It's just that parang meron lang siyang, as of now, parang because of that realization, parang meron lang siyang parang shift of mindset. Siguro, ganyan. And he's back now. So I think ganon din ang nangyari sa kay Lisa, no? Parang parang may mga realization siya sa buhay during the pandemic. And then na-realize niya na, life is short. Alam mo, yun naman ang parang pinaka-basic during the pandemic. Yun yung parang mga naging realization ng most people na life is short. Anytime, anything could happen. So just like what happened, right? Globally, may mga nangyari. So parang hindi natin inakala na it will happen. Na parang kahapon lang is we're still free to walk around. But after that one, meron ng mga, what do we call this? Meron ng mga lockdown, may mga gano'n na. Then may mga people na we heard some news about mga friends or relatives or neighborhood na, hindi pinalad na maka-proceed sa next year. So medyo doon na-trigger tayo doon, na pressure or nagkaroon ng mga depression and stuff like that. May mga mental kineso because of what we heard or what we discovered or learned, mga ganon, during those times. And we are parang stuck inside the house, ganyan. So maraming mga kineso na nangyari during those times. And I think that's also the reason sa kanyang end, na after the pandemic, when the pandemic, or during the pandemic, during the times na parang relax na pandemic, so she's able to travel na. I think she went to Siargao, parang she mentioned on her vlog na, or Palawan ba yun? I think Palawan yata yun. And she find the place beautiful, ganyan, parang marami siyang dindong natutunan. And then she even had an accident. Yun. So ayun, and then tapos na-meet niya yung management ni James Reid, tapos na-realize niya na parang iba yung pakikitungo sa kanya. As a celebrity, as a member of the management, or parang sa kanyang team, parang it's different daw from the previous management na nakasanayan niya, right? So marami siyang, after siguro na-realize niya yon, which is parang naiintindihan ko din naman personally because there's really a difference between, Filipino management and then non-Filipino. I mean, James Reid is a Filipino pero yung ina-adapt kasi ni James Reid is parang Western culture. Yung parang, though hindi ko naman sinasabi na parang culture ng showbiz sa West. No? Parang, in a sense lang kasi I work in a BPO and then iba yung culture ng BPO. So parang they are really pushing. They are really want or the BPO culture or industry. Yung culture kasi dito is parang you own your career, parang ganun. Parang hindi yung tipo na unlike sa Asian na you parang sunod ka lang sunod based sa utos ng boss, ganyan. May mga ganun kasi na chika or chismis or ano tawag nun, kineso ang Asian versus Western. So, yung difference ng leader, ng meaning ng leader sa Asia and leader sa West. So, sa West is parang pantay-pantay lang ng ang boss at saka yung members niya or yung leader. But in Asia, when you say leader, there's really a big gap na parang nasa pedestal talaga yung leader. So, kung anong sasabihin ng leader, yun masusunod. Parang ganun. Parang you don't have that right to say something against it. Parang may ganong aura. Whereas pag Western, parang you're open to say it, and then the boss will listen and then see if baka that's a good idea, parang ganon. So ganon kasi yung sa Western culture, no? Parang you're free. Parang you're not that, alam mo yun, yung bang parang you're part talaga sa team. Hindi ka lang isang utusan, parang ganon. So, yun yung siguro na-realize niya na yung parang ganitong management, parang gusto niya to. Yung parang kung ano yung maging sa tingin niya is kaya niya. At kung ano yung parang sa tingin niya nakakabuti sa kanya. Then, she will push through it, right? So, yun yung siguro, yun yung part na parang hindi, yun yung part na sinasabi niya na kasi sa vlog niya, para kasi sinasabi niya na wala siyang freedom doon sa kabila, sa previous management. Which is, yeah, parang I understand because of the different culture nga, no? Though, yung previous management naman, may nangyari, may napasikat naman siya, right? So, ayun. Parang sinasabi na walang utang na loob siya, ganyan. You know, the utang na loob, toxic culture natin mga Filipino. So, kahit in reality naman, if we are going to look at it, parang wala naman dapat like utang na loob na kailangan tanawin because both of them naman parang both of them are both of them are enjoying the benefits naman, right? So kumita si Liza, kumita rin naman yung management. So in the management perspective, Liza is just one of their pawns or parang assets. Let's face it, gana naman kasi it's a business, right? So ang business nila is magpasikat ng tao and then make that tao famous na. So, mayroon na siyang mga reach and may influence na siya. So, he or she can get some endorsements, right, from companies. And since they are the management, so mayroon silang may kickback sila kumbaga, di ba? Of course, hindi naman pupunta lahat ng celebrities, artists. So, same dito rin sa BPO. For example, if you are captured, if you are inside hindi ka freelancer, so, mayroon talagang portion si management, yung agency mo, parang ganon. Diba? Sinisweldohan ka lang, ganon. So, if you're going to look at it, for some, actually, yung mga VA, may napansin sila na if someone recruited them, mayroon dong isang post last time na parang, though negative yun na impact, pero parang sinasabi kasi niya na bakit hindi 50-50? Siya naman yung gumagawa, pero yung boss, tapos gumagawa ng task. Pero bakit 50-50 yung hatian? Parang ganon yung eksena niya. Pero mali naman yung analogy niya doon. Kasi at the end of the day, si management, may marami pang binabayaran beside from her, yung person na VA. So, ayun. So, hindi 50-50. Pero if you're going to look at it, na hindi mo tinitignan, for example, you're just that VA person, bakit parang gano'n? Bakit mas malaki pa yung kaltas or na-kickback ni management? And then yung sa kanya is konti na lang, right? Kunwari, 100 yung binigay ni client. So, 75 yung sa management, 25 lang sa kanya. Parang naisip niya, bakit gano'n? Parang yun lang yung visual niya. Pero of course, may reason naman yun. May mga, kumbaga, may mga other expenses naman si agency na kailangang bayaran. Maaaring meron siyang mga HOAs, mga ganon, mga pag-ibig, may mga other perks. Diba? So, same pa lang din. Same lang din naman. Pero of course, at the end of the day, it's a business. So, since it's an agency, alam naman natin, mas malaki talaga. May malaking portion din talaga sa agency. Sa kita mo. Parang ganon. So, same lang din yun sa kay Lisa, right? So, meron siyang agency, meron siyang management. So, meron, kung may papasok na client, so, may kickback si ABS-CBN, parang ganon. May portion din yung manager niya. And then, meron siyang kita. So, all of them are enjoying the benefits. Right? So, yung sinasabing walang utang na loob, parang I don't believe na it will, that it exists, dapat, it should exist. Kasi, yun ka, wala namang utang na babayaran si Lisa to ABS-CBN kasi ginagawa niya lang naman yung work niya. Tapos ginagawa lang din naman ng management yung work nila na dapat niyang pasikatin ang person. Right? So, regardless kung si Lisa yan or whoever that person is, yun yung goal nila. Pasikatin ka. Right? So, dapat, siguro na ano lang na parang swerte lang na si Lisa yung napili, ganyan. Pero it's not because, pero wala dapat yung utang na sinasabi. So, that's another issue. And then, anong tawag dun? Kasi right now, the society, or, the mga netizens and other mga people na parang binabash si Liza na wala daw siyang utang na loob. I don't agree on that one. Na wala siyang utang na loob. Unless siguro Liza begged sa management or sa manager niya sa ABS-CBN, for example, if she begged na siya yung kunin instead of other people na nasa lineup, right? For example, during that time, baka nag-audition siya and then she's not really the parang ideal candidate na kukunin as someone na papasikatin. Pero she begged. So, siguro yun lang yung may parang part, if ever that's true. Yun lang yung utang na loob. What do you call that? Utang na loob na kineso. Right? So, pero pag wala naman, if siya naman talaga is napili and wala naman siyang ginawa na parang nag-beg siya. So, it's all fine. Right? So, she's doing her job. The management work did their job. So, walang utang na loob na babayaran for me, no? So, I don't agree on other netizens na ganon about that one. Anyway, sa kanyang video, again, she mentioned na she is grateful, she is thankful of everything. Siguro napansin ko lang doon is siguro mukha siyang hindi sincere. Pero I think that's also the reason why na parang people think of her na parang ungrateful. Pero let's face it na parang hindi naman lahat ng tao is parang alam mo yun, parang the way they deliver should be the same as what you expect, no? Parang if you're sincere, you have this tone, dapat ganito, dapat ganyan. may kanya-kanya tayong ways of delivering things. So, I don't think. Maaring sincere na siya sa part na yun, pero, that's how she said it. Ganun lang talaga siya. Hindi siya ganun kamukhang, parang choreograph. Yun na yung pinaka-raw niya na ganun siya magsalita. Parang, like me, for example. I'm pretty sure meron kayong comment sa voice ko, sa the way I talk, maraming mga maraming mga blanks, mga alam mo yun, yung parang feeling ko hindi nyo ako naintindihan, maraming mga wrong grammar, even if in Tagalog or English. Alam mo yun, yung paikot-ikot lang, I'm aware naman about it. It's just that, yun, that's how I am. Parang, yeah, I'm trying to change it. I'm learning. I'm looking for ways. Yeah, right. So, for example, this podcasting. So, this podcasting is one of my parang activities para to learn and enhance further my speaking skills, parang ganun. So it will take time, no, para ma-change a person to the person that you want or you expect. So for example, on her case, she mentioned na parang na during her time doon sa previous management, na-mention niya kasi na wala siyang ganong freedom of talking. Parang sinasabi ng management na ganito yung suotin mo, ganito yung sabihin mo, ganyan lahat. Whereas sa kanyang new management is she's free to talk, right? Siguro because the management dati, so na hindi siya magaling magsalita. Like what happened right now, right? Na may misinterpret siya. So, yun yung eksena. That's why the previous management is saying na ganito lang yung sabihin mo, ganito ganyan. Parang kino-choreograph na siya para maging paglabas sa TV, perfect na siya. Now that walang ganon sa kanyang current management. So, ayun. Nakita natin kung ano ba talaga siya, right? Like how she delivers things. Pero that's fine. Parang the society should understand. Kasi yung society kasi natin parang anong tawag nyo, na brainwash or hindi siya na brainwash, parang na-set kasi yung standard na ganito dapat magsalita. Ganito, ganyan. Yun parang yun yung expectations natin na perfect na. Kasi yun yung pinapakita di ba? When for example, sa school, pag meron tayong mga activities, di ba nagko-choreograph, nagpa-practice, ganyan, which is okay, right? It should be, ganyan. Pero sometimes kasi, it's better na parang lang, candid lang. Yung natural lang. Kasi, well, anyway, yun na rin naman yung uso ngayon. Yun na rin naman yung papunta naman tayo doon. Hindi tayo, wala na tayo sa part or sa era kung saan lang tayo, parang anong tawag niyan? Sa era where we're bound sa ganito, ganyan, sa mga what you call this, na may outline, merong standard, ganyan. Nasa era na tayo ngayon na parang candid lang, parang magpapakatotoo, di ba? Be yourself. Pero sabi nga ni James Reid, yung comment niya na sinasabi ng society na be yourself. Parang ni-encourage tayo to be ourselves. Tapos pag lumabas na tayo as ourselves, sinasabi naman, ay hindi ganyan. Hindi dapat ganyan. So ano ba talaga, right? So what is the be yourself? What is that point? Ano yung sinasabi ng society na be yourself, pero at the end of the day, kinokontrol din pala nila na ito lang yung gusto naming marinig. Right? So back to our topic, or to the month's celebration, in relation to what mention or discuss about Lisa. So because this is actually perfect for um, the month celebration again. So for International Women's Month, because what happened to her is what is currently happening, or maybe previously happening for some, but it's still happening, right? Globally, maybe in some countries they're already trying to, you know, move away from that one. But this kind of situation where women, and not just actually women, but most specifically for women, then is yung yung society mismo yung parang nagsha-shut off, or tama ba yung term? Yung parang sinasabi ng society na shut up, don't talk, parang ganon. Or parang they are trying to control and ano tawag yun? Ini-invalidate yung emotion or yung nararamdaman ng isang person, especially sa babae. So ito yung example nun na parang si Lisa just wanted to spread to express kung ano yung nafe-feel niya. It may be not true, maybe, right? Kasi maybe sa field, I mean sa view ng isang in eagle's eye view, maaring masabi mo na, the company is just doing this for her and for the goal of their, their partnership. Na kailangan niyang gawin to, ganyan, kailangan niyang magsalita na ganito because that's her brand, di ba? The company is branding her to be like that, right? Pero for her, parang hindi siya sang-ayon doon, parang ganon. Parang meron siyang deep kineso na ayaw niya yung ganon. Parang gusto niya na may freedom. Gusto niya i-express yung sarili niya. And there's nothing wrong with that one. However, the society don't like it, right? So ito yung nangyayari ngayon. Now he's he's in another management where she is free to say it, to say things without barrier, parang ganon. And as we all know, na hindi maganda yung kanyang pagka-deliver. And I think that's okay because she's still starting it. Maybe before, hindi niya masyadong inisip yun because there's already a script for her. Hindi niya iniisip yung sasabihin niya kasi meron ng script, right? So, yun na lang yung sasabihin niya, that's it. Hindi niya isipin bakit niya yung sasabihin, bakit ganun yung delivery, bakit ganun yung words, ganyan, bakit ganun yung ganon. Siguro sabihin lang sa kanya, ito yung sabihin mo because ganito yung papupuntahan natin, ganito yung mangyayari. And that's it. Hindi niya inisip kung ano yung bakit ganitong klaseng word ang gagamitin, bakit ganitong klaseng emotions ang ipapalabas, right? And this one, what happened to her now is I think part of learning for her. Pero I'm not saying na parang, because it's a learning, parang she will, of course, she will change for the better, right? So, pero we should accept na parang, because this is her first time. So, parang we need to be, din naman, parang compassionate or may empathy din tayo sa kanya. Because it's her first time to stand on her own. So, may mga, may mga mistakes, mga ganyan. And this is one of her mistakes. And calling her out about it is also fine, but wag naman masyadong parang sasabihin na parang don't do this. No, this is not what you want. Parang gano'n na kasi nangyayari ngayon eh. So parang, it's okay to call her out na simple lang. Yung parang, yung bang may diferensya kasi sa parang kini-criticize mo na parang pinapa-shutdown mo siya versus yung parang criticism na constructive. Alam mo yun, parang gano'n, parang appreciate mo muna yung kanyang mga hangarin, yung ginagawa niya ngayon, and then make some little comment na going forward, I think it's better to use this word, things like that. And then back again sa kanyang thought na this is fine. Parang keep up, parang mali yung term. Di ba? Parang, ano bang tawag nun? Anong ng term? I forgot. Super lagi talaga ng utak ko ngayon, ano? Actually, most of the time, parang super lag ng utak ko ngayon. Anyway, siguro because naka-conscious ako kasi I'm using, there's a mic. There's a microphone sa, what do you call this? Sa harapan ko. And medyo parang it's not normal. I mean, of course, this is my third episode, but wait lang. Basta ito yung isa sa mga una kong episode, so hindi pa ako sanay mag-talk ng walang tao, and then candid ito, so wala tayong script na sinusunod, walang outline. We're just talking here. We're just talking kung ano yung naisip ko ngayon, ganun. And then yung isip ko medyo mabagal yung bandwidth natin or yung ano natin. So may mga terms na nakakalimutan ko, so pasensya na. I will try to, of course, practice makes perfect, no? So the more episodes I will create, the better. Kasi I will be, that's part of the practice that I'm mentioning. So same din sa kanya. So as of now, mayroon siyang mistake on handling her delivery. So maybe in the future, we will expect her na maganda na yung pagkaka-deliver niya. Maganda naman yung videos niya, maganda naman yung pagkaka-arrange nun. Yung last part lang talaga siguro yung parang candid part na niya where wala na yung mga montage. So more on sa kanya lang. And then parang she just want to express it lang naman kung ano yung nafe-feel niya. Diba? So because of that, parang though hindi siya masyadong na-accept ng mga people because of parang feeling nila ungrateful siya. Pero for me naman, parang it's okay. It may sound ungrateful, pero yun yung parang na-feel niya eh. So we cannot, anong tawag nun, invalidate her feelings. So yun. It's just that, siguro, mayroon pang better way of saying it. Right? Pero sa ngayon, ganun talaga. So that's part of the lessons that she will learn. Anyway, balik again sa ating sa topic or sa theme ng podcast na this episode. Yung, anong tawag doon, about International Women's Month. So, yun, ganito din yung mga na-feel ng iba nating mga kaibigan, na kababaihan. Na parang sinashutdown sila, ini-invalidate. So, ganun yung feeling. So, imagine kayo yung taong yun. For example, you're a guy. Diba? Wala kang masyadong ganong eksena sa buhay. Though mayroon naman, hindi naman siya for women lang, pero it's for everyone. It's just that mostly, nga, as mentioned, karamihan is mga kababaihan yung mga nakaka-experience nito. Pero assuming na isa kang lalaki at hindi ka naman naka-experience, so ilagay mo yung paa mo sa kanilang sapatos. So this is the example. So assuming na ikaw sila isa, and then meron kang nararamdaman na hindi maganda. Pero yung maaring maganda siya kapag ikaw ay ang Diyos, so you have a bird's eye view. Parang fair naman. It's just that in your end, ito yung nararamdaman mo. Right? So, dapat hindi ka ini-invalidate. Parang it's okay for you to speak up kung ano yun. Diba? Pero what happened is, parang pinapa-shut down or pinapatahimik ka, parang ganon. Or parang criticize ka by criticizing you. Diba? Parang ganon. So, ayun. So, sana ay the what do you call this? The scenario. Yung scenario. Pero itong mga nangyayari ngayon which is parang perfect timing talaga na yung kay Aiza. Parang naging perfect timing talaga siya na for the Women's Month. Kasi siya isang babae, and then that kind of isa sa mga problema or kinakaharap ngayon ng mga kababaihan is yung pag i-invalidate sa kanila, especially sa kanilang feelings. Ayun, so thank you so much mga best, mga kaibigan, mga sis, mga sir, mga ma'ams. Thank you so much sa pagkikinig sa ating podcast ngayon. Sana ay magkita tayo ulit or sana ay mag-tune in kayo ulit sa next episode ko. Please follow naman my podcast here in Spotify or kung saan ka man nakikinig ngayon, kung anong platform man yan. Kung may follow button dyan or subscribe, please click that one para naman ma-update ka kung meron akong new post ako na podcast. Once again, this is Caro and thank you so much for tuning in.